What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we got squats, we got bench. We're here doing it's 3:45 in the morning, or almost 3:45 in the morning, so early morning workout. But I got lots of sleep last night, so we're gonna see if I can manage to not have an extreme dip in performance due to the morning time. Just starting off with heels this time too. I took that one tempo squat with heels the other day, and I don't know if it's just the changes I've made to my squat um, unintentionally, and the ones I did make intentionally, like trying to find more forefoot pressure. I'm a tinkerer. I'm always tinkering with stuff, but I guess now that we're getting close to 4 weeks out, we got to just pick a form and roll with it. So now or never. Okay, so up the rack height by one. We shall see how this feels. Traditionally, belt on. It feels kind of heavy on my back. Maybe that's because it's a big jump, but same time, I feel like that move's pretty good. I don't know. Guess we'll see. Okay. That did not go well. I mean, obviously I wasn't close to missing, but those were slow. Drop it down. So it is a curious situation because is my performance down this morning because it's early, or is it still just because of like overall fatigue and everything? I mean, I was moving more weight than that, right? So that was 197.5 kilos for a double. I was doing 200 kilos for triples, like, I don't know, 4 weeks ago. And they were like easy, like, RPE 6 or something like that. So is training early in the morning affecting it? Probably to a degree, for sure. It's a different, everything's different, right? Like, I haven't been eating all day. I haven't been walking all day. It's kind of like just wake up, try to eat some carbs, drink pre-workout, and then I have like a 30-minute drive to get here in the morning. So that's like really it. Like, I've only been awake for like 45 minutes by the time I'm under the bar. But I do think it actually has more to do with the fatigue and squat being down in general, more so than like the early morning training, because squat has, like, this is just the trend it has been lately, which sucks. It sucks saying that, but it's the truth. So I'm hoping that's just really masked by fatigue. We'll see. We have deadlifts tomorrow. I'll be taking those particularly easy, so I'm not too concerned again if performance is down on that. They are secondaries. But if performance is down on deadlifts the following Monday, which is like 4 days from now, then I'll definitely have to consider whether or not I want to do these early sessions anymore. Because I feel like by that point, if I'm smart tomorrow, I have 2 full rest days. And if Monday is still down like especially for me on deadlifts, usually those still show up decently, then in that case, I'll for sure need to adjust the morning sessions at least until the end of the until after the meet, and then I can give my body some time to adapt to this. But changing my training session times is not like most ideal this far from a meet. And I said something like this in the last meet, but it's just a local meet. It's not like I need to really perform well there. So it's okay to tinker with some stuff. It's not like, everything's on the line here. Um, so we'll see. We'll see what I decide to do, I guess. Um, really just talking about this as a way to kind of organize the thoughts in my own head as well. Well, it's been a minute, so I got to do another set now. The 435 double that I took at the beginning, 435 pounds, I was supposed to do that for 3 sets, and then I was supposed to drop down to about 415 in kilos. I would have took the 413 for 3 sets. This is below even the drop down, so I guess we'll drop down even more after that, and we'll just keep things nice and easy and get the volume in. It's really frustrating. The bar path feels good. Like the squat pattern feels so good. But it's just so heavy. And I'm obviously super frustrated because, I'm a power lifter. I want to put more weight on the bar. That's what I always want to do. I always want to see the weight going up. But what are you going to do? It is one of the, a few weeks ago, my confidence was sky high on squats. And even though my bar path feels really good right now, the weight is just like not moving the way it was. And there's really nothing I can do about that right this second. I take that back. The best thing I can do is take what's there. So while I had a prescribed weight, I know that there's no way if I did 3 sets at that weight, plus 3 more sets above the weight that I'm about to take right now, I would be tanked, and it would just be repeating the cycle, right? Like where my squat would just be kind of fluttering where in like slight PR territory. But we're not trying to go for slight PR. We're trying to go for a big one. So doing what's smart. We're here to get some volume in. This is not the peaking block, right? This is the block before we truly try to peak the strength. So we're gonna get the volume in today, and it's gonna move the way that it should. So, which is like RPE 6-7. That's the way my coach prescribes it for me. Like the percentages work out to be RPE 6-7. Not only that, I personally have noticed that my training responds really well when I'm not grinding reps like at all. So here we go. We're going to try to get some reps in that aren't grinders. A little sticky on the second rep, but that's about what I'm looking for. Down another 5 kilos. We're playing it safe. I want all these to move quick and smooth. RP 6-7 at most. So the second rep, still a touch stickier than I'd like to see. I just want to be smooth out of the hole on all these, but it is what it is. We're going to try this weight again. Got 2 more sets. Hopefully we can do them both there. Whew. That one felt better. Lost tension in the bottom of that second one. So even though it got sticky-ish, I'm okay with it because it was because of poor technique, not lack of strength, which at this point I'd be happier with. Lack of strength sucks. All right, so moving on to bench press. I have an optional single, which I was planning on taking around 314 pounds. And then I have 5 sets. So that's 6 working sets in total. It took me about an hour to get through the squats. That's including like putting on my knee sleeves, all that good stuff. I'm already set to go on bench. In fact, I've already taken 1 red. So we're going to jump straight into it. And I'm probably going to talk a little bit less as we go through these because I got to get through them in ideally like 30 minutes, 6 sets, including warm-ups. So here we go. Let's bust them out. That didn't feel great. So without looking back at that, I think that moved okay. 314. I mean, I don't know. I think there's a lot of different things spinning around in my head. Tend to overthink if you haven't noticed. Right now I've been going back and forth between this Rogue pad and that TSS pad because this pad, it decreases range of motion ever so slightly, and that feels better on my shoulder. So last bench session, which was just a 3-board session, I did it on the TSS pad to kind of start learning where I want to put my feet and everything. Even though like I'm staying to this one for the shoulder for my full range stuff. But I think that sinking touch felt better on the TSS pad, and it feels a little awkward on the Rogue for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, if that makes sense, or if that's even true, but that's what I'm perceiving right now in my mind. So I don't know. I'm going to keep sinking today. I don't think it's going to matter too much. I think I can go to a soft touch at any point. The sinking is what requires a little more skill from me at this point. So we're going to nail these 5 back off doubles. So that one, I sunk the first one, and that was terrible. So I soft touched the second one. I think that footage will speak for itself. No more sinking. What's up, guys? So we ran out of storage. I didn't get to film the last couple sets of bench, but we got them all in. Overall, today's session obviously wasn't what I was hoping for, but you know, I tried to take what was there on the day. If you follow any sort of powerlifting stuff, you'll hear that all the time. Learn how to auto-regulate, you know, RPE training, yada, yada, yada. But it's hard because as powerlifters, we want to put more weight on the bar. So it might be discipline but I think also a role is just learning. Like every time I take more weight than I should have, I get better at not taking too much weight. So, meaning it happens less frequently, and I don't overshoot by as much, if that makes sense. So, today I overshot a little bit on some of those, but it wasn't a lot. Like, it wasn't like, oh God, you just like nuked yourself because you just went way too heavy. Granted, I was working off prescribed weights, so it kind of gave me some guidance. It wasn't like work up to a top single and then ego gets in the way, etc., etc. But ego got in the way because I let myself take those prescribed weights, even though I knew on the last warm-up of squat that should have been my working set. But all we can do is learn from that and move on. The more you experience it, the more you realize how much it's not a good thing, especially if you're a person who's in my scenario, which is currently probably a little overtrained, a little under recovered, and on top of that, like, I tend to respond well to like lower intensities, moving the weight quick with good speed. So you know, I just got to keep learning and trying to get better at training. You know, I always want to be getting better, always want to be improving. Anyways, I think I'm kind of rambling here, but that's about all I got. So we'll catch you on the next one.